All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Thursday, July 9th, getting ready to take down like 150 wines this Saturday with our wine bow tasting, Leonardo Locascio selections. We still have a few seats left for that. If you guys are interested, give us a call, send us an email, let us know you're coming. All right, so what have we got to sell you today? We've got one of the most sought-after wines on the planet. And every year we do an offering with the Domaine de la Romanee Conti's wines, and every year we get less and less wine from our friends at Wilson Daniels. So, you know, we only have two wines to offer from the current release, the 2008 vintage, which I'm not that disappointed because we have got one of the largest collections of DRC we've ever had here in the store. Several vintages of Romanee Conti, their most prized wines, and vintages going all the way back to 1978. Wow, we drank the 1978 Romanee Conti just a few years ago, and the wine was spectacular. It was the wine of the night. Well, the 59 was equally as good, I would have to say. But Romanee Conti is a very special vineyard, and when you talk about Burgundy, you talk about Romanee Conti, you know, these are some of the most sought-after wines in the world. You look at Picasso, you look at a Rembrandt. You know, not only are these considered wines, they are considered works of art. And you know, when you look at the great chateaus in Bordeaux, Lafite, Petrus, you know, all the other wines, you know, you have to go back 500 years before these properties even started to get to the history of the Romanee Conti vineyard. Yes, it was a balmy day in 1241 when the monks decided to sell the Romanee Conti vineyard into private hands for the very first time. It was owned by them for 200 years. And this vineyard was considered so special and so precious that it went through 9 different owners and it remained intact. Unlike any other great vineyard in Burgundy, it's one of the only Grand Cru monopole vineyards, and one of the longest lived in terms of, you know, this was a great piece of dirt. Over 1,000 years ago, they recognized the Romanee Conti vineyard as one of the greatest pieces of dirt in Burgundy. So the history here, one of the reasons why this wine costs so much, you know, when you look at the price of wines, you know, why is Romanee Conti $10,000 a bottle? Marketing, marketing, marketing. That's right, folks. 1,000 years of marketing this vineyard has had, longer than any other famous vineyard in the world. And, you know, is Romanee Conti better than any other Burgundy? Any other Grand Cru Burgundy, for that matter? You know, in my opinion, it's one of the greatest wines that I've ever drank. Is it worth $10,000 a bottle? That's what we sold the 1990 Romanee Conti, another wine that we drank at that tasting to celebrate my 40th birthday. And one of the greatest wines that I've ever had, man. Absolutely fantastic. But I don't know if I'd pay $15,000 for it in the economic position that I'm in as the owner of a small retail store. But hey, you billionaires out there, if you leave this earth without tasting a bottle of Romanee Conti, let me tell you, shame on you. If you can afford it and you don't let this pass through your lips one time in your life, you are missing out on something spectacular, especially if you love wine. You know, if you drink Yellowtail Shiraz, I don't think you're going to find it anything exceptional or special, but you know, if you're into the world's greatest wines, Romanee Conti is simply fabulous. And they've speculated that they do something to the barrels, you know, they rub them with ointment or something. Well, they do use 100% new oak at Romanee Conti. The owners today, this vineyard is owned by 2 families actually, Aubert de Villaine, the de Villaine family, and the Loire family. And Aubert de Villaine is the gentleman that currently runs this property. Loire was booted out some time ago. She had a conflict of interest. She has her own winery called Domaine Loire, and I guess she was tacking that on, you know, to the Domaine de Romanee Conti orders, because, you know, this wine does come with a bunch of other, you know, things attached to it. Not that Domaine, you know, forces you to buy them, but the importer usually gives it to its best clients, and I can't blame them for that. But like I said, I'm not too upset. 08 wasn't a great vintage for the Reds. However, Domaine de Romanee Conti always gets great press, as you'll see here in the notes. A lot of these wines, you know, upper 90 scores, and you can't drink points, but I will tell you, folks, you know, one of the things they do special at Romanee Conti, everything is grown, you know, organically. They're very meticulous about every process of making every wine at this winery. They only make Grand Cru. Oh, I'm sorry, they do have a Premier Cru wine as of '99. They made a Von Romanee Premier Cru. And, you know, a fabulous wine, definitely, you know, a step up. We have it on this offer here from most other Premier Crus, but fabulous wines, Domaine de la Romanee Conti. Like I said, if you got the money, do not leave this earth without letting them pass through your lips. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni. Check out all the Domaine de Romanee Conti wines on this offer, and remember, always drink the good stuff first.